welcome to Classy Handmade. My name is Shonda, and this is my podcast where I talk to you about the things that I'm working on and what I'm up to. So, guys, you see, I'm glistening. So, welcome to all my new subscriber, and welcome to all my returning subscriber. I hope you are inspired when you watch whatever I'm showing you today. I don't have much done, but I do have some finished work in progress, one finished item, and some work in progress. And what is my next plan? So, I'll probably show you something else that I'm working on. But that would be a long project, guys, because it's knitting, and knitting takes a while. So, let's get done. So, let me show you what I finished this week. So, I've gotten a commission to make 3 amigurumi, a sloth, a bear, and a unicorn. So I finished the bear, and I'm going to show you that. So I knitted the clothes for the bear, guys. I come up with my own little pattern for this little sweater. So here is my little bear. And this bear is made with the new yarn that is from Joann's. And guys, originally I didn't want to make a use plush yarn, but the pattern for this bear called for a chunky plush yarn because the customer request she want like a medium sized bear. And I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought some yarn. Let me get that yarn so I can show you. So okay, the yarn that I used to make this teddy bear here, it's from Joann's, and it's the Big Twist baby bear. So the yarn look like this. There's a different colorway, but this is the colorway that I used to make the bear, and it's called brown sugar. So I use it to make this teddy bear here. Get a little string. Excuse me while I cut that off. So I use that to make the teddy bear. So this pattern is a bought pattern I bought from Etsy. This is the second time I'm making this bear. The first time I made the bear, I used a number 6 weight yarn. What's the size weight? This is not a number 6. I think blanket yarn is like a number 6. This is much thinner than a blanket yarn. Anyhow, let's see. Let's compare and see what size is the blanket yarn. I have a ball of yarn here. So okay, they're saying the blanket yarn. I don't have I know the blanket yarn is kind of like this yarn here from the Loops and Thread. And this Loops and Thread yarn is a number 7 weight yarn. So they're saying this is a number 6. This look more like a number 5 anyway. They're the manufacturer, and I'm going to go by whatever they say. So this yarn here is a number 6 weight yarn according to the manufacturer, and I use it to make this bear. I use it, and this is what I have left. I think this will be able to give me another bear. So the request was she wanted the bear to have a brown bear with something yellow. So what I did, I knitted a sweater, guys. Look at my little knitted sweater. And then remember the jar of buttons that I bought from Hobby Lobby for 99 cents? Was it 99 cents? Anyhow, it was some kind of, I did talk about it before. I can't remember exactly, but it wasn't a lot. It was cheap. They had it on clearance. So I look through it and I find like some stars, and I put it. So it's a tree button, but it could button up, but it would be stretching it. Anyhow, so I leave his little tummy outside. I put the legs where it could move. In the pattern, they call for catapin, where you put it in the head, the arms, and so on, so everything would be able to move. But I didn't do that because I don't have those kind of attachment for animals. So I made him, and I hope she likes him. I'm going to package it in. Maybe I put it in a nice, those see-through plastic, and you know. So what I did, I embroidered some eyes instead of putting safety eyes. So I had a visitor yesterday, my friend. I made her a C2C blanket, and she came and she picked it up. And she saw this bear, and she was so impressed with how I did the eyes. The indentation, look at it. And she said, oh, it looked like store-bought. So guys, so I did do, there's always a little bit of thread all over. So what I've been doing to get rid of those little thread and fluff, I've been using a lint roller and just roll it over it, and it's the one. So I did that, and then look at his nose. There's a nose on it, but it wasn't so big. I just did this way. Sometimes because the way I want my things to look, I just change it up. So this is my bear, and it could sit down. We got a little tail under there. So she probably gonna get it sometime next week. So I finished that. And then the next thing she wants is a unicorn and the sloth. So I'm working on a unicorn right now, but I'm not working on a unicorn pattern. I'm using my croquet Sweet Crochet Friends book. And this is what it looks like. It's getting a little glare. And what I did, I choose this. And I made this, and it's a horse. I made this pattern lots of time, and I change it up. And what I do, I made the entire thing pattern, but what I do, I give it a mane of curly Q to make it into unicorn, and then I put a horn in the front there. So I probably do the same embroider eyes. So this is the book, and I bought this book on Amazon. I had this book a while. I made quite a few things out of this book. I made the koala. I made this lots of time. And this book got lots of little drawings, and I made one of the bear. Think about it. The only thing I probably didn't make, not bear, sorry, I made the girl. The only thing I probably didn't make out of this book is the hippopotamus and the cat and the rabbit. Everything else, I made the koala, I made the dog, this dog right here. I made the turtle. I think there's a turtle. Oh, and the sea otter I didn't make. So right now I did make the raccoon. There's a nice raccoon in here. There he is. I did made him. So guys, I actually use my books, and yes, so I made quite a few. I use this book quite a lot. So that's my make. I'm going to make that for her. So what I'm using this yarn here. I had gotten this yarn from Michael's. So it's a red heart. I think it's red heart. I'm using that. Excuse me. And I'm using some, I can't tell you exactly, but this is what I'm using for the nozzle, I think it's called. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm making the head. So that's it. What I'm using for this is a 3.75 hook. And the next pattern I'm going to make is a pattern from Yarn Schenkel, and is Animal Friend of Peekapal 2. So I'm going to make the sloth from this book. And let me see if I could find it, if it's exactly, yes. I made this slot quite a few times, so I'm going to make this slot. I don't want to show the pattern. So this slot is what I'm going to make. So what I'm going to use for that, I'm going to do the same blue and white, because I think she wanted gray and white. So I'm going to do the shirt the same way, and I'm going to this one, the short the same way, over here the same way. I didn't choose that color yet, but I'm going to find something. But the main part of the body of the sloth, I'm going to use soft and sleek low pilling fiber, and I got this yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the colorway is brownie. So this is what it looks like, and I think this will work perfectly for the sloth. So when I got finished, before I send these off to its forever home, I am going to come back and show you what it looks like. I think I'm going to use this, and this is a yarn. It's Rustic Romantic, and this I got from last year from a clearance. So and the colorway for the accent, I probably use this color, and it's let me see what color it is. Sugar Oat. So these two colors will be going together for the slot. So guys, that's my make, and that's what I have coming up. So let me show you the yarn. I did choose some different yarn for the bear. I made I had started making all the limbs and all the things for the bear, and when I look at it, it was too small. So I said, you know what, that bear is going to turn out too small. So this is the head. Already made the head, and it is the Rustic Romantic, and the colorway for that I was going to use is Chicory Root. So this is what it looks like. It has some little tweedy bits in it. This yarn is very soft, and it's made it, I think it has some fiber of hemp in it. Let me see the fiber content. So it's 85% acrylic and 15% hemp. So it's very soft. I like that yarn. And so this is the legs. I already made the two legs, and so I was using a smaller needle, what smaller hook, sorry, and this is how small the leg came out at first. So I abandoned that, and I step it up another size hook, and this is, it came out a little bigger, but it wasn't big enough for what she wanted. So I abandoned that project. I have 2 balls of this yarn, so I will find another project to work on with this yarn. For the sweater, I had this in my stash. I think it was gifted to me. It's like a baby yarn with some string going through. So, and it's yellow. So I have that. The rest of this, I'll probably take it and make it a baby sweater. Knit a baby sweater. So I'll keep that. So my next project I want to show you, and it's a work in progress. So I'm wearing this top, and I'm going to show you, tell you, because I can't remember offhand where the pattern is from. But I did buy this pattern. I think it's from Ravelry. Did I buy it? Oh man, let me see. Give me a minute, I'll get it. So this, I made this top, and I got this pattern. It's about 3 years now. I got this. I made this top, and I made it with the yarn from Michael's, and it's the Ripple Cake. I think this was the Ripple Cake. If it wasn't the Ripple Cake, there was another cake of yarn that Michael's was selling, and at the time it had cotton. I think it was a cotton cake yarn. So I'm working on another one. I'm working on another one with some yarn that I have. So I bought these cakes of yarn from Michael, sorry. And I decided, you know what, I like this top so much, I'm going to make another one. I think I got the, I can't remember exactly where I got the pattern from, if it's Ravelry or the website itself. I'm looking around because I know I had it here. Oh, here it's behind me. So, yes, so I decided, you know what, I have this cotton cake of yarn and I would like to make another one because I like the way it fit and I like so I just took out one of my cotton yarn, and this is cotton ripple cake carrying cup sorry, cotton ripple cakes, and it's by Yarn Inspiration Karen, and the colorway is Wildflowers. It have lots of beautiful colors in it. So my last market was Saturday, and this is going to be my last market until I'm thinking I'm going to, the market is still, I'm trying to put on some light so I don't look so dark, sorry. So I was talking about my top, sorry guys, I had to cut a bit. So not like you would know anyhow. So my last market was on Saturday, I'm saying. And I decided that, you know what, I'm going to take it and I'm going to start working on it while I'm there. So, like I was saying, the market is still going on. It will continue to go on throughout the year. But because here in Arizona it gets very hot, I'm not going to be doing a market, whether it's in the daytime or in the nighttime. So the market will be going on in the once a month at night. So I've decided I'm not going to go. So that was my last market on Saturday. And I saw quite a few things, but it wasn't one of my best markets. Anyhow, so I decided I'm going to take my knitting with me and work on my top so I could finish it for the summer. I like the details on this top. You see all these details. It was my first, and I think I made some little my stitches are a bit stretched out here, but I like it. It's two pieces and you put it together. I don't like that. I wish I could just make it in one piece and done. Anyhow, so let me show you how far my progress. So this is what it is looking like so far. Right now I'm going into the peach color, as you can see here. So these are the colors that is coming. To me it looked like a stone wash. Tell me. So this would be nice and light. I could wear it with, pair it with a nice pair of jeans or something, shorts. So I'm working on that. And let me tell you what the pattern is. And I'll also show you some pictures. So this is what the pattern is supposed to look like. If you notice, I think it's a little more droopy for her. It's not so droopy for me. Maybe if I don't know. Anyhow, so this pattern is called the Streamline Tank, and it's by Two of Wangs. So you could find this pattern. Let me see if it will tell you. You could find it on I'll link it in the description. I put it across the screen, and I'll also see if I could just put the name in the description. You could always, I don't know if I will be able to put the link, but I know for sure you can find so here is another look of it. So this is what it's supposed to look like, and it's basically crocheting 2 panels, but it have a lot of little details. Like you can see the little here have some little details and so on. So the only thing I don't like about it is, like I mentioned, sewing the two pieces together. But other than that, the pattern works up very easy. So I'm sitting here working on that. And so what are you working on? Are you working on any crochet, knitting? And I also working on my year-long blanket. I didn't put any stitches into it this week because like I said, I'm trying to see how fast I could finish this little tank top. And I don't like knitting large item. I think it takes so long. So I prefer, normally I would knit stuff for my daughter. I knit a sweater, a cardigan for her with that fluffy yarn. What do you call that yarn? Oh, latte yarn, and she liked that sweater. So that's it, guys. I think that's all I have for you. I did go to Michael's and I find this yarn and I bought it. I can't find the ball band. When I found it, the ball band was already off. So, but I did have the ball band, but I don't remember where I put it. So I don't know. You see, somebody already wrapped it up and whatever. I hope they didn't just take it back. And anyhow, I already have it. I bought that because I want to do some axolotl. I did some axolotl from Sweet Softy, and I made 3 of them. I made one from her pattern, and then I just winged the other 3 because hers you had to sew on the legs separate. So I just winged the other 2, and all 3 of them sold. So if you're doing markets, the axolotl from Sweet Softy is a good project to make. The kids love it when they saw it. So I bought that to me. And I also have a little axolotl pattern that I did for myself, but that was a little bigger. So I didn't want big things for my last market because I already have a lot of big stuff. And I was trying to make some smaller items to take with me. The mushroom poppers, I did make some, but they didn't sell this time. So I have some of those in my bins. So guys, I think that's all for me. I show you my books that I'm working from. And hopefully I could, oh, and this is the jar of button I was talking about that I bought from Hobby Lobby. And I paid $2.49. And I think that was a good deal because I have lots of other buttons inside. Lots of different sizes and colors of buttons. So I think that's all I have for you today. And if I have some time when I finish my project before it go to its forever home, I'll come back and show you what you know is how it turned out. So if you would like to see that, say it's true, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. And today is the 24th of what? April. So we are coming down to the end of another month, and it's getting hot here in Arizona. And I was watching the news, Al Jazeera News, I think that's what it's called. And there are lots of other countries, like the Philippines, they closed school because they're having heat wave. In Nigeria, I think it was too. They're having heat waves. People are so displaced from their homes. So we have to pray because it's not getting easy. It's getting worse. This, you know, what you call it, global warming and stuff like that. And the place is just getting hotter and hotter. I hope this year, you know, in Arizona, by the grace of God, that it won't be so hot. And right now is the time you should be going outside and enjoying the nice weather. Today it's very nice, and I could have like sit outside and do my video. But because of the pollen, we have some trees here that they have some or yellow flowers, and those cause this year I really suffer a lot with allergies, and so I avoid going outside a lot. But of course you have to go outside because you have to go to work, and then I have my plants outside and I want to go and water them. So I don't have a choice but to go outside. So I have been, coughing, and it's not been easy, but I did go to Sprouts. We have a store that sells some, natural medicine and organic stuff and stuff like that, Sprouts. And I bought some allergy stuff, and that been that is helping me a lot. So yeah, guys, so I think that's all I have for you right now, and I am going to. It's now, what time is it here in Arizona? Oh, my watch is dead. It's probably like 5 after 7. So I'm just going to go and get ready, and I'm going to sit a bit and crochet, and maybe find something to watch. I like to watch the Brit mysteries, murder mysteries, all the new ones that came out. The Vera, I watched Death in Paradise, Winter, so much. I watch almost over. So I don't have anything right now to watch. So, is there any good show that you like watching? I don't like profanity, so I won't watch those. Because there are a lot of show out there and they're good, but sometimes it's too much. So, if you know of a good, nice, clean show that, I like the murder mysteries. So, you leave it in the comment section and I could take a look at that. So, guys, thank you as always for watching and leaving your comments. And I hope you have a blessed rest of the week. Until next time, thank you. God bless. Bye.